Oh yeah, she clean today, baby. Smoke it up. Yes, sir. Today's video, man, first I want to say I'm still having problems with this sensor, but I'm not gonna bore y'all to death with that problem. That's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. But because of this sensor, it definitely made me think about something. And I also watched my boy Knockout 360. He just dropped a video about buying a used Hellcat, and I'm gonna leave the link to his channel in the description. He got a real good channel, and if you're not subscribed, man, go subscribe to my boy Knockout 360 channel. I've been watching him for a while. He actually got a V6 Charger, and I think he's thinking about upgrading. And he just dropped a video talking about buying a used Hellcat. You know, does it make sense to buy the used Hellcat or buy a brand new Scat Pack? And it just made me think, because I've dropped several videos in the past about me potentially buying a used Hellcat, how cheap they are and blah, blah, blah. But because of this issue I've been having with my car, I can only imagine if you buy a used Hellcat and you start having problems with it. I actually left a comment on this video, and I was like, if you buy a used Hellcat, it only makes sense if you can get a Dodge warranty, and also you got somebody who can look over the car, because there's certain things that you can look on a Hellcat, and if that has been changed, like the pulley and stuff like that, then you know somebody been racing that car or they've been driving it real hard. Now granted, Hellcats and Scat Packs, all these cars are built to drive hard. You know what I'm saying? That's what they built to do. So that's not necessarily going to harm the car because it's been driven hard. Now, if it's been wrecked and stuff like that, then that's a whole different ball game. But just because somebody been doing burnouts, or it may have taken it to the track a few times, me personally, I don't think that's such a big deal. But it can be if if you're not careful with the Hellcat that you buy. Now, I understand that most people can't go out and buy a brand new Hellcat. I mean, the car's not cheap. It's probably more likely you can go out and buy a brand new Scat Pack more than buying a brand new Hellcat. Now, like I said before, if you can get a warranty and you buy the car from a Dodge dealership, I personally don't think it'll be an issue, as long as the miles aren't too high. Because like Knockout 360 said in his video, buying a Honda with 150,000 miles on it is nothing. But buying a Dodge Charger or Challenger with 150,000 miles on it, especially a Hellcat or something like that, now that could be an issue. Now I know damn well no one's going to buy a Hellcat with 150,000 miles on it. But I'm just saying, a car like that, a performance car with a lot of miles on it, is a risk, regardless if you can buy a warranty and all that. Because who wants to keep going back and forth to the dealership? You want to drive the damn car. So, like I say, just the little issues I'm starting to have with my 2016 RT, and this is nothing, this is just normal stuff right here. But again, the car is a 2016, so it's damn near 5 years old. So you buy a 16 Hellcat, you know, you taking a chance, you know what I'm saying? So it's just making me think differently, because luckily my sensors don't cost that much, and luckily the tire place, they damaged my car, so they're responsible for replacing the sensors. But at the same time, it could be something more than just a sensor that's damaged, and that's something I'm probably gonna have to pay for. This car's not under warranty. So just imagine if you got a used Hellcat and the supercharger goes out, if that's known to happen. I actually got a co-worker who owns a I think it's a 15 or 16 Hellcat, and he's having problems with his supercharger. So I mean, I don't know, man. Just leave your comments. Let me know what y'all think about you know, buying a used Hellcat. I just think that's something that's going on right now in the Dodge community, you know, especially on YouTube. All the YouTubers are, you know, looking at buying used Hellcats because now they're affordable with the 2020s coming out. So it's definitely something that's being done. It's something that needs to be talked about because, again, you got to look at it from a different angle as well. If you're a YouTuber, it makes good sense to buy a Hellcat because Hellcats bring more subscribers. People are more interested in Hellcat content. So I can see how a YouTuber will want to buy a used Hellcat. So you also got to look at it that way. Is this something that you're going to be driving on a daily basis, or is it something that you're using for content? You know what I'm saying? So you can't knock somebody for wanting to buy a used Hellcat, especially if they're a YouTuber, because that's pretty much how I'm looking at it. Because again, I've said it before, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably wouldn't even look at buying a used Hellcat. I just keep my RT because I have no problem with driving my RT. This car is perfectly fine. I would not buy another one because I would just go get a Scat Pack. But at this point in time, with all the other things I got going on, like I said, I'm just a regular guy that has a regular job. I'm not some older cat that's retired that's just afford to buy, you know, any kind of car he wants. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm considered a YouTuber at this point. So I was definitely looking at, you know, buying a used Hellcat. But you know, I'm starting to think differently about it, only because you got to think about how much a brake job is going to cost. The brake jobs on Hellcats are not cheap. You know what I'm saying? You got them Brembos, that's probably at least $1,500 right there at the minimum to get some brakes and stuff on a Hellcat. I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there, but I'm pretty sure it's not cheap. So those are all the things you got to think about when you get ready to jump out there and buy a Hellcat. So I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents out there. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to look at it, and a lot of people are buying Hellcats for a lot of different reasons. So you gotta understand that. You gotta consider that. Now, there's some YouTubers that have purchased used Hellcats, and everything seemed to be working out perfectly fine. And for example, Real to Real, he purchased a used Hellcat, and their car seemed to be in excellent condition, and it's been modified. So it's just, all I'm saying is, you just got to be careful if you do decide to buy a used Hellcat, because again, people do drive Hellcats hard, and they are built to drive hard. So don't feel like if you purchase a used Hellcat, it's automatically going to be a messed up car, because that's not necessarily true, because you can buy a brand new car and it's a lemon. So my suggestion is, just make sure you have somebody that look over the car, that knows about performance cars, that knows about Dodge vehicles in particular. I would definitely make sure I purchase it from a Dodge dealership, only because that way if something goes wrong, you can take it straight to the dealer. There won't be any hemming and hawing, and you know, they're pretty much responsible for anything that's covered under the warranty when you buy the car. And right now, you can buy brand new 2019 Hellcats for around 50-something thousand. Now 50,000 ain't nothing to just sneeze at. I mean, that's at least, you know, depending on your credit, you know, anywhere from $600 to $800 a month. You know what I'm saying? So that's still not, you know, a cheap payment. So, you know, I just wanted to, you know, kind of put my 2 cents out there, because I'm looking at things a little differently myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, life is unpredictable, and you go out here and buy one of these used Hellcats, and there's something wrong with it, and you know, you got excited and you just bought it because you can get it, and don't do your research on the car, and end up getting a messed up Hellcat. That can be very expensive. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at what's going on with my car, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I really don't have no extra money to keep, you know, buying tires and doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of going into my little stash just to get the tires I need to put on this car because I caught a flat unexpectedly. And that was $200. Now, $200 to some people ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's something because this ain't the only thing I got I'm responsible for. So I just think you just gotta be smart about your decision. I understand people taking a leap of faith. You know, you may do something you probably wouldn't normally do because, again, I understand that if you're doing YouTube, a Hellcat would definitely bring you subscribers, and you know, you'll get more attention on your channel if you got a Hellcat. That's just what it is. You know, you look at SRT Bree, not only does she have great content and she's a female, but she got a red eye. That has a lot to do with it. You know what I mean? So I can understand, you know, YouTubers, especially people like, you know, Hemi Life 44, you know, he got an RT and his channel's doing well. With an RT, he don't even have a Hellcat, and he, you know, his channel's doing real well. So if once he does get a Hellcat, his channel probably really blow up, you know. And I'm kind of on the fence myself. That's one of the reasons why I wanted a Hellcat. Not only do I just like Hellcats, I know it would bring more attention to my channel, and I can bring, you know, new and fresh content with a Hellcat, you know, because there's a lot of people that probably never be able to buy a Hellcat, you know. So I just feel blessed and feel good the fact that I may be able to buy a Hellcat and people can, you know, live through my channel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just not in a position at this point to be able to afford a Hellcat, just like myself. And I watch Living with Mozzie, watch people with Hellcats. I'm living through them because I can't afford a Hellcat at this point. So I get it, but kind of going off topic, but at the same time, I just think you just need to be responsible, make sure you making the right decision and you doing your research, and you got to think ahead. Okay, what if I got to get tires all of a sudden? What if something goes on with the transmission? What if, you know, just gotta always, you gotta have an answer for those questions before you buy a car like a Hellcat, because the parts for that car ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? It's not like buying a Toyota or something. You can just go over to AutoZone and buy something to fix it. It ain't like that with a Hellcat. I mean, I don't know, maybe it is, but I'm not aware of it. And I wouldn't want to just go anywhere and buy parts for my Hellcat. So me personally, and like I've always stressed, I probably lease a Hellcat, only because I know once that warranty is up, I don't want to be responsible for fixing nothing on no damn Hellcat. A Scat Pack, that's different. That's kind of like owning an RT. You can pretty much get that fixed without, you know, breaking the bank. But a Hellcat, that's a whole different ball game. So the wide body Scat Pack, I can't see how you can go wrong with that. Now me, I'm addicted to the supercharged wine. That's one of the reasons why I want a Hellcat. So I'm just gonna wait until I'm in a position where I can lease me a Hellcat. When that time comes, then that's when I have a Hellcat. But maybe I ain't ready for a Hellcat yet. Maybe I had to crawl before I walk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll get me a wide body Scat, keep that for a little while. The wide body Hellcats will be a little cheaper. Maybe I can get one with about 5,000 miles on, pretty much still on the warranty, and buy one that way. Who knows? I'm not even gonna worry about it. I know a lot of people are on the fence right now about buying a used Hellcat, so just make sure you're doing your research. Just do your due diligence, man. Just think ahead, make sure you got a plan for if something happens, because, you know, anything can happen, man, with a car, bro. Like, this right here, what's going on with my RT is completely unexpected. So now I got 2 different brands of tires on the rear of my car. I cannot buy another tire right now. I gotta wait probably till the next payday to get another tire. Also, I gotta get this damn sensor fixed. So with all that being said, if this was a Hellcat, that would be a problem, you know. So you got the police riding down here slow, and he posting up like, don't even think about doing no burnouts over here. I'm gonna show y'all. See, he posted right there. Look, he seen me. Now, any other time I come through here, I never see the police. Now, all of a sudden, you got police sitting over there. But if this is your first time joining my channel, man, hit that like button, subscribe, man, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.